Certainly, it's worth noting that the magical world was far from perfect, and many of its inhabitants also harbored dormant evil that would awaken in the face of such challenges. For example, why does he have it and I don't? Why do they love him so much and not me? Why is he strong and I'm not? Why is he rich and I'm not? Why does he rule and I don't? Such questions arose among them for a simple reason: envy. This feeling was more dangerous for the magical world than Daggeron himself, because those who succumbed to its influence were willing to commit vile acts: betrayal, lies, theft, slander, and even murder. Daggeron sensed the growing evil among the inhabitants of the magical world, and it brought him satisfaction. He actively tried to lure those consumed by envy to his side. Eventually, they became followers of Daggeron, serving him faithfully. Such people were everywhere, even in the royal palace. One of them was a man named Vasek, a relative of the late King Raphael. The king personally entrusted him with overseeing the palace's upkeep. Despite not trusting this deceitful individual, Rusa, out of respect for his father's memory, did not banish him from the palace. Vasek himself had expressed a desire for this position, and Rusa, despite his distrust, did not expel him from the palace, honoring the memory of his father. Now, let's consider trolls in the magical world. They differed from the characters depicted in some legends where trolls were portrayed as evil monsters, enemies of humans, kidnapping and killing them. In this world, trolls were warriors tall and broad-shouldered, significantly stronger than humans but slow and not particularly intelligent. Their appearance resembled that of humans, but with much rougher facial features. Trolls coexisted with the kingdoms in harmony. However, they held a particular dislike for elves, considering them arrogant beings who overestimated their significance. Elves, in turn, did not harbor much sympathy for trolls, viewing them as coarse and quarrelsome. Nevertheless, this did not prevent them from living in harmony, adhering to the laws of the magical world. Allow me to introduce you to a troll named Van, who was one of the warriors in the 100 chosen by Hayk. Van stood out for his physical strength, responsibility, and sense of justice, making him unparalleled in the Troll Kingdom. His participation in the competitions held there always yielded outstanding results, making him the perfect choice for Hayk. After some time, an event occurred in the Troll Kingdom that became extremely significant. On a regular day, Van decided to go hunting in the forest with the goal of capturing a disobedient and dangerous creature named Gamper. This magical being possessed the unique ability to shrink to the size of a mouse and suddenly grow to gigantic proportions. When Van spotted Gamper, he approached slowly, took a spear in hand, and forcefully threw it towards the creature. However, sensing danger, Gamper instantly shrank, and the spear intended for it hit a tree. Right after that, Gamper quickly ran deeper into the forest. Determined to pursue it, Van grabbed his spear and began following the tracks. Arriving there, the troll was very irritated by the unsuccessful attempt to catch the mischievous creature. He took a deep breath and turned to head back home. However, Gamper suddenly appeared from behind, not shrunk this time but rather greatly enlarged and enraged. Seeing this, Van was taken aback and, taking a step back, clumsily fell off a cliff, losing consciousness. Van slowly regains consciousness and realizes he is in an unfamiliar place resembling an endless desert. Taking a few steps, he senses that something is wrong with the ground. Trying to move forward to understand his surroundings, he notices that with each step, his legs sink into a thick mass, as if the earth is gradually engulfing him. He tries to break free, thrashing around, but the sticky soil seems relentless. Suddenly, Van feels his body starting to sink, and his hands helplessly search for support. The earth around him seems to have its own will, and he becomes part of its embrace. His breath catches as the dense mass pulls him deeper. At the moment when he feels he is losing consciousness, cold water pours down on him from the sky. Van jolted awake, shaken by the strange nightmare. His brother, Mir, stood nearby, holding a bucket of water. "Are you okay, brother?" Mir asked, concern evident on his face. Van rose, feeling solid ground beneath him. He looked around, trying to make sense of what had happened, and wondered, was it a dream or reality? After resting for a few minutes, the brothers headed home. However, as they passed through the forest, Van suddenly stopped and turned to his brother. Van, brother, do you hear those voices? Mir, what voices, Van? Van, it's like someone is speaking from behind the trees. Mir, I think you've hit your head quite hard. He laughed. Let's go home, lie down, and rest. Everything will be over when you wake up in the morning. So, returning home late in the evening, Van, very tired, decides to go to sleep. However, strange dreams visit him at night, and he spends a restless night. Waking up in the morning, Van feels fine and thinks it's all over. He lived in a small hut located by the river. Upon waking up, Van heads to the river to wash up. Suddenly, he notices something strange in his reflection. A mark resembling the symbol of the earth has appeared on his forehead. Quickly, he runs to Shivan, the powerful wizard in the kingdom, to find out the meaning of this mark. Seeing Van, Shivan orders him to take off his shirt and turn around. Van complies and removes his shirt, turning his back to the wizard. Shivan, staring at his back, exclaims in horror, "It has begun." On Van's back was a very large mark of the earth, signifying that the shard of the earth had chosen him. Shivan informs Van that they urgently need to go to the realm of humans to meet with the Supreme Sorcerer Tyre and deliver important news to him.